Startup Centrum'dan herkese merhabalar. Yepyeni bir röportajda yine karşınızdayız. Bugün çok önemli bir konuğum var, Fabio, ve kendisi İngiltere'den geliyor. Birazdan kendisiyle Deep Tech hakkında uzun konuşmalar yapacağız. We are talking about Deep Tech. I don't know anything about Deep Tech. So I am starting very simple question. What's the Deep Tech?
So there's many ways of defining it, right? But the way I would define it is taking very high technology, especially research outputs, and applying them to problems, to solutions to problems in a commercial way. So if we think about solutions that are usually science-based or technology-based, usually with an engineering application to a real-world problem that usually has to do with specific fields, then that's what we would define as deep tech. There's certain things that I would say characterize deep tech innovation and deep tech startups. Usually they are quite risky in terms of technological risk. It takes a lot of time and money to take deep tech innovation and bring it to market commercially. And also usually there is an element of intellectual property involved because of the fact that it's a new and usually quite cutting edge technology that's being developed. So high market risk, high capital requirement, so a lot of money needed to bring products to market, but usually a disruptive solution to a problem society faces using technology or science.
What are the most used technologies in the deep tech?
So there's a lot of ways to define that. I would say generally today there are between 8 and 10 fields that we define as deep tech. In no particular order, things like artificial intelligence, cryptocurrency and blockchain. Usually we talk about advanced materials to be considered deep tech, biotech, things like robotics and automation, autonomous vehicles, whether that is drones or driverless cars, cryptography and quantum computing, nanotechnology, and augmented reality and virtual reality. Those would be more or less the industries which we define as deep tech, both from a startup perspective and from an investment perspective as well.
And which industries are deep tech companies most related to?
Well, the ones we talked about can be applied in industries such as the medical field. We see a lot of things around using AI to help diagnosis of cancer and other diseases. The materials field can be used in aerospace, can be used in the construction of buildings as well. We see a lot of work, for example, in smart materials for sustainability-based buildings. So things like cement that captures carbon dioxide rather than releasing it when it's used. Things like quantum computing, we see a lot of that in cybersecurity, cryptography, and elements like that. So these are the industries mostly that use these types of things.
Can we say actually deep tech is the new thing for the world?
Well, it's a way of bringing new things to the world, yes. It's a tool, it's a definition of a set of tools and a set of technologies that bring new things to the world.
How do you think the deep tech future?
Well, I see it as becoming more and more part of our daily lives. I see a lot of startups providing solutions that maybe 10 years ago seemed like science fiction, seemed like completely impossible. And now we're actually seeing them in our daily lives. I mean, think about how much your phone has improved, right? Things like face recognition that we use today to unlock our iPhones. 5 years ago, that was completely unheard of. And I think in the next, maybe in the last year or so, we've seen a lot of artificial intelligence coming into play. A lot of us now use things like ChatGPT and other types of generative AI to help us during our work. So I think we need to be careful because a lot of these things can have very big changes on society and on the world. But realistically, we do see a lot of these things coming through. The interesting thing, I think, is that the way in which a lot of deep tech innovation comes to the consumer and to society is through startups rather than being through traditional innovation through large corporates. And that's very interesting because it's a completely new model of bringing technology and products to the world.
Let's talk about you. Who are you? And
Yes.
what are you doing at Oxentia? What is the Oxentia actually?
Yes, I can tell you about that. So I am Fabio Bianchi. As you can tell, I am Italian originally, but I've been in the United Kingdom now for 15 years. And I am the head of entrepreneurship and one of the managing consultants at Oxentia. I'll tell you a little bit of history just to give you a bit of background. Oxentia, we were started in 2008 as a division of the Technology Transfer Office of the University of Oxford in the UK. So University of Oxford was, I mean, everyone knows the University of Oxford, but what people don't know is Oxford was one of the first universities in the world to start commercializing research, to start creating companies around scientific research back in, well, some people would say hundreds of years ago, but officially in 1988, which is when the Technology Transfer Office was born in Oxford. So Oxentia was born as an operating division within the Technology Transfer Office, and then in 2017, we went through a management buyout and we became an independent innovation management consultancy. Today we have worked in over 70 countries. We have helped over 10,000 innovators and entrepreneurs, and we have supported the creation of hundreds and hundreds of startups across various fields, technological and non-technological. The way we work is we work on what we call capacity building programs and accelerator programs. These are programs that usually are sponsored or funded either at a government level or at a private level, and where we take groups and cohorts of innovators or entrepreneurs, and we train them and mentor them, and we get them ready to launch products into the market, to raise capital, to seek funding, to seek partnerships. And then we also work with individuals on a one-to-one basis, and we also work with universities and other institutions on helping them with their processes to do with technology transfer, knowledge exchange, creation of startups within universities, as well as more on the strategic side. So we are a consultancy company dealing mostly with innovation.
The Oxentia or you, do you have any Turkish deep tech company in your portfolio?
So we work in Turkey quite a lot. We have worked in the past quite a lot, and we continue to work quite a lot. Actually, just last week I was in Ankara helping run a program which is run by the Royal Academy of Engineering in the UK, but that Oxentia is a delivery partner for. It's a program we work with TÜBİTAK on here from Turkey, and we take every year we take a small cohort. But this year is 6 early stage researchers who are transitioning to becoming entrepreneurs, and we take them through a journey, 8 to 10 months of training, mentoring. We come over to Ankara and deliver face-to-face training, and then they come to the UK in July. So this type of work we've done a lot of. We've also been involved with universities here in Turkey, including Bianchi'yi University and others, and ODTÜ as well, where we've delivered technology transfer training and commercialization training for researchers. So yes, we have done a lot of work in Turkey, and we're hoping to do more and more. So we're now looking at setting up a new accelerator program in partnership with Denizbank, which will be a sustainability-focused accelerator program for early stage pre-seed startups looking to internationalize to the UK, but also looking to grow regionally.
So you are planning growing to Turkey. How can people reach you?
Well, there's various ways. I'm sure you can share all of my contact details through LinkedIn or through email directly. And also we have people here in Turkey who can also help.
What are you offering them?
Yeah, well, in terms of startups, we can offer any sort of service to do with internationalization, with investment readiness. For those who are operating in the clean tech sustainability field, you're welcome to look at our website for this new opportunity that we are launching together with Denizbank very soon. Also, if anyone who is listening is from the industry side or from the university side, we're very happy to offer our services to any university who's seeking to really make a change in the way they do commercialization based on international best practice and based on over 15 years of experience that we have across the world in doing this. So we have a lot to offer.
Okay, thank you so much. Bugün Startup Centrum'da Fabio ile birlikteydik. Kendisiyle Deep Tech hakkında çok önemli konular konuştuk. Bir sonraki bölümümüzde görüşmek üzere diyorum.